My brother Tom, 36M, and I, 26F, have never had a really solid relationship. Due to our age gap we didn't spend much time, and by the time I was old enough to develop a personality, he was moved out of the house. For the last 2 years, my brother and his fiance Sarah, 32F, have been planning their wedding. And it's coming up in September. I was asked to be a bridesmaid. I figured I was only asked as a courtesy since I'm her soon-to-be sister-in-law, but I still took it seriously. I have been a bridesmaid for the last 2 years. Just a few weeks ago I managed to save up to buy the $800 bridesmaid dress. Overall in the last 2 years between group outings to parties, dinners, lunches, clothes, etc. I spent thousands of dollars. Eventually, all the girls in the wedding and I became extremely close and I started to get hyped for the wedding. Sarah recently got close with her brother's wife Becky, 30F. Last week she dropped the ball on me that she no longer wants me to be a bridesmaid and she would prefer if Becky would take my place. It broke my heart a little, but it's her wedding and it's not my place to tell her how to run it, so I said it was fine. Yesterday I went to my brother's house to pick up the bridesmaid's dress and was going to see if I could return it since it was within the time frame. Sarah was completely appalled and said that Becky was going to wear it since she and I are the same size. I said that would be fine, but they would have to pay me the $800 for it. Sarah said that Becky couldn't afford it and I should just be nice and let her use it and said that I could keep it after the wedding. I explained that I'm not just giving away the dress and I'm not ever going to use it after the wedding. After some bickering back and forth I just ended up taking it and leaving. My brother and Sarah tried to compromise with me and say I could be the assistant flower girl and I felt offended at the offer. After I said no, they then said that Becky could give me $250 for it. Again no, and I returned the dress and got a full refund. I told them I understand that it's their wedding, but they are being extremely disrespectful to me and I don't need to deal with it and I'm not going to the wedding. Today my coworker says she has an extra round-trip plane ticket to Miami that she'll sell to me for half price, plus I would have to pay for half the hotel and I can go hang out with her in Florida. The only downside is that I'll be in Florida for the week of my brother's wedding. So will I be the idiot if I just go to the party in Miami instead of going to my brother's wedding? Not the idiot. Go to Miami. A wedding is not an event where a soon-to-be SIL and your own brother crap all over you and you smile and take it. A 26-year-old assistant flower girl? Really? How insulting. OP, one of the nice things about declining an invitation is that you need not give a gift. A card of congratulations is all etiquette requires. And I think you've already overspent, both literally and emotionally, on this wedding. Not the idiot. They disrespected you so you don't have to be there if you don't want to. They literally removed you as a bridesmaid after they had you spend so much money. I'm proud of you for returning the dress instead of letting them walk all over you and take it for free. You might not be able to ever be close with this brother if he finds out you chose partying in Miami over his wedding. Also may affect what parents' other family think of you. But not sure if any of that is relevant. Not the idiot. They treated you with such disrespect that even if you didn't have a better offer, not going to the wedding is still the right choice. So, I'm 24M. My little sister is 14 and has always been interested in art. I moved an hour and a half away when I was 18 and we don't see each other often, but I make a point to call text. It was her birthday yesterday and I thought I'd splurge since she's been going through a rough time. She's changed schools twice due to bullying and our mom always tells me that she won't talk to anyone, is having intense mood swings, etc. I've made multiple attempts to help her, but she shuts me down and gets snippy. Anyway, I got her a set of $150 artist grade markers called Copics. I'm no art connoisseur, but apparently, every artist who's anybody has them and our parents don't want to spend that kind of money on her hobby. They're about $5 per marker and tend to give practical gifts like clothes. Whenever we've texted recently it's been her ranting about them not getting them for her. Even on her birthday, she was like a bomb about to go off. She barely acknowledged me and only said hello when she was asked. I was excited to give her the gift, but the second I opened it she grabbed them and turned to our mom, saying, "See? Even he knows you should have got them for me." Which I awkwardly brushed off. Every time she opened a gift from our parents it was very snotty like, "Oh, yay, cheap sneakers, my favorite. A plaid skirt. Wow. I'm blessed." I was prepared for an angsty teen, but I soon reached my limit. Our dad showed her a journal they bought and she suddenly yelled. "I told you both exactly what I wanted, but you spent the same amount of money on crap I don't need." She threw it against a wall and ran up to her room. Our parents were a lot less well off when I was her age, and they could barely afford a birthday for me. Every time it was a dodgy cake and a handful of clothes without holes in them, I accepted them like I was the luckiest kid ever. I would have never sworn and yelled, but she's been very spoiled. I talked with them for a while, and apparently, she's done worse before, which shocks me. They think even if they can afford it now, she should learn the value of a dollar. I agree that helped shape me to not have my every whim be attended to. Besides, she got what she wanted in the end, so why is she still mad in the first place? Sister came back to get the markers, but I took them back. I said that she was ungrateful and I wouldn't tolerate it. She started screaming at me, but I just left the party prematurely with the gift in tow. My whole family is blowing up my phone because I ruined her birthday. In my eyes, I spent $150 to get no thank you and was yelled at. This will teach her a valuable lesson and maybe spark a change in her teen angst phase. But my family doesn't want to hear from me until I give it back. Considering I've got my entire family crapping on me, I have to wonder if I did make the wrong choice. So, am I the idiot? Everyone is the idiot here. You were an idiot, but a completely justified one in my eyes. Sometimes, to make people grow, you need to be an idiot. I wonder why she's so terrible when they're so afraid to punish crappy behavior and instead feel like they should reward it. Not the idiot. Your family wants to teach her the value of the dollar when it's their dollar, not yours. She is entitled as hell, and they might say they want to teach her the value of the dollar if they're low-key enabling her. She ruined her birthday, not you. Everyone is an idiot here. In order of most to least. Your sister, your family, and, in a distant last place, you. I don't think that you should have taken back the gift once it had been given. Not only is it no longer your property, but you also gave it with no strings attached. To suddenly add conditions after the fact is not great. However, the severity of your sister's idiotness excuses a lot of that, IMO. Yesterday was my birthday. MY30M, WIFE28F, and I had made reservations at this really nice Korean BBQ restaurant for dinner. My wife is 4 months pregnant. However, her friend wanted to hang out with her and had called her the night before my birthday. My wife said that this was a childhood friend of hers and that she really wanted to spend time with her. I reminded her that it was my birthday, but she just dismissed it, saying my birthday comes every year, but her friend will be leaving for Germany in a few weeks. I told her that she could go after my birthday as well, but she did not listen and just went to a sleepover at her friend's place. I got really mad at her, and instead of waiting for her to return home to talk things out, I asked my friend if he would like to hang out with me. He was fine with it, so we spent the day fishing, grilling, hiking, and went to the Korean BBQ for dinner. When she came home after spending time with her friend, she apologized to me, saying it was an unavoidable circumstance. I told her that it wasn't a problem and that I spent the day with my best friend. She got mad that I'd take him to the restaurant that we had booked for ourselves. I said it was originally for us, but since she prioritized her friend over me, I took the person who prioritized me on my birthday. She said that I'm controlling and that I shouldn't be deciding who she spends time with. Now she's neither talking to me nor coming out of the room. I think I went too far by telling her whom she should be spending time with. Am I the idiot? Not the idiot. Seems to me she's actually the one being controlling. She doesn't prioritize you on your birthday, but then wants to say you shouldn't continue with your plans with your friend in her place. She would have preferred you sitting at home waiting for her on your birthday. That's really not very nice. I'm confused. What did she expect you to do, sit at home and cry? Not the idiot. Your wife is the idiot. She didn't need to visit her friend that day, she didn't need to stay out all night and come in the next morning. That's weird. Not the idiot. This is a no-win situation. You can't hang out with her or your friend on your birthday. What were you supposed to do, stare at the wall like a sim until she got home? Silly.